back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today, we're going to have some fun with these ADA MP1s. I want to answer a couple of questions that pop up consistently on the channel. The first one is, why do I have 3 MP1s? And I mean, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Is that a good enough answer? The actual answer is that I've had this middle one since I was about 15. It's probably the unit that really started me down the tone rabbit hole, and about 18 months ago, this top unit came up for sale, and I thought I've always wanted to try the 3-tube mod, so I went to buy this one. The person selling it had 2 units, and naturally I gave them a silly offer for both units. They accepted it, and I ended up with 2 extra MP1s. The top one I've done the 3-tube mod on. You can check out the videos on that mod on my channel. The bottom one is stock, and I'm plugged into that stock bottom one at the moment. Second question, can I do a video with the Nuno settings? Yes, we will do that at the end of this video. Third question is, do they sound different? And if so, how do you like to set them? So I'll kind of answer that in 2 stages. My favorite settings on an MP1 are tube distortion mode, overdrive 1 at around 4, overdrive 2 at around 5. You set the master gain to taste, I got it about 3.5. Bass at about 4, mid at about -4, and treble and presence at around 4. Into a Synergy power amp, and with my greeny guitar with some Damasio humbuckers in it, sounds like this. I love the way that sounds. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a loop into each of these units. I will patch each of them accordingly into the power amp, and we'll have a listen to them with the same settings, and then I'll tweak them a little bit to where I like them. So let's hear that side-by-side comparison now. So the 3-tube mod does a very different thing. And as you can hear, these two units sound pretty similar. I think I actually kind of prefer the sound of the bottom one. So we're going to roll with that one and do the Nuno settings. So there's a document floating around which just kind of documents Nuno's settings as a document would document settings. Basically, it's pretty similar to this. Overdrive 1, we can bump to 4.4. Bass, we will increase to about 9. The mids will bump a little bit, and we'll bring the treble down, and that's pretty much it. So the settings that I like actually ended up being quite similar to those Nuno settings. Obviously not the same power amp or speakers or kind of like end of chain stuff that you would have heard on the Extreme albums, but this is what it sounds like, and it sounds pretty thick and meaty and definitely Nuno-y, even though I can't play like Nuno. Who can though? I don't know what you call that garbage, but it feels pretty good to play. So they're the iconic Nuno settings on the MP1. Like anything, when you kind of read about, settings on an amp or a preamp especially, the power amp and the speaker cabinet and how you mic it and all that stuff, and also the type of guitar you play into it makes a huge difference. For example, I'll play you a few chords on this green guitar, then we'll hear it on a Peavey Wolfgang. So there you go. You can definitely hear the different character that a different guitar brings to the mix. What I'm going to do is just play you all out on this 3-tube mod, because while I love that sound that those original ADAs have, personally the 3-tube mod just kind of sounds a little bit more in line with the sort of sound I would try to pull for myself. So just play a bunch of kind of 80s style riffs on it to end the video. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, or if you've got a 3-tube mod or you've got an original ADA, please let me know in the comments. This video was a whole bunch of fun. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, be good to one another. I'll see you all next time.